G20 really hurt the Toronto activist community. It created a lot of paranoia, and a lot of people were still in like the non-association, and so there was a real huge fragment in the activist circle within Toronto. Occupy Toronto didn't. I wouldn't say it completely helped repair it, but it helped lead the way. It also created, what most important was, it attracted a lot of new people, because all the people that was G20 was like apprehensive or just can't be participants. It made people with a really lot of various social background come together in an environment for 40 nights. And it's not like when you go to a protest and then you meet and say hi, bye, meet and greet, and then go. You literally have to live with these people. You have to learn to cope with them no matter what you're frustrated or hate or love them. So it really gives you an understanding how it is to be a community, even if we're not all in the same line. And those bonds, no matter what, even a year from now, oh yeah, we keep in touch. You can't go across old Toronto not without meeting an occupier. The most important thing, we also did attract a lot of people that wouldn't have really cared about this, and realized like our human rights are being trampled. And this is proven because they felt, okay, we just want to be here, and they kicked us out, and they were trying to use the law or find out legal ways, and they found that every part is being roadblocked by somebody, and they just realized, like, it really dawned them by reality that we are like, this is not right. And so hence why there are some people are doing more things about it.
Yeah. And how does it feel to be back in the park today?
It's nice down here. Like it's the weather itself, the cold dampness is gonna remind you of the first day. I hated it. It was cold. I nearly had hypophobia the first night because I was completely undressed. But it's just nostalgia. It's a good memory.
That austerity is still part of us, still part of why we're here, and still an issue that the Canadian people need to recognize.
What happened with the Occupy movement in the States? It seems like it's really quiet.
I don't know.
Right
I have some friends that are part of Occupy DC that are still going strong.
right here. It's almost like some of them that were running it got the word from Obama White House to cool it right
Troy
now.
If you
because Obama and George Soros pull the strings,
If you believe
no, but you know what I mean? Though? Like, it's not what, like, with the American election on.
The wonderful thing with that, they actually are. Have you seen the Occupy debates that are part of the Occupy DC concept?
I looked at some stuff this morning.
It's a wonderful concept of bringing that dialogue back to the people and letting the politicians run their own show, but letting the people, in a true and open forum, have some basic questions of what's right and wrong in the country. I'd love to see that here in Canada. As a proud dual, I get to vote and pay taxes in both countries. That means I get to bitch.
Ian Smart, Occupy Toronto.
Now this is all about the yurt incident.
The yurt thing.
Yeah, give a quick explanation of that.
So we, me and my cohorts chained ourselves to the library yurt as an act of protest to say that they shouldn't take down the library. It's like Section 2, mode of expression. It should be protected. It was rule protected, but the enforcement of the Trespass to Property Act passed the Oaks test. So you can have things in Canada that are protected by your charter rights, but the laws against whatever it is you're doing, whether it's trespass or Highway Traffic Act, if it can pass if it's reasonable in a free and democratic society, according to a judge. In this case, a Bay Street lawyer, who then, a Bay Street broker turned lawyer, who also protected the Heritage Front and is an advocate against gay marriage and any sort of things like that. A neutral arbiter.
Sounds like a nice fella.
Yeah, he's definitely a neutral as far as we're concerned. So he upheld that we were blocking the park too much from regular usage, as the whole can. But as a library yurt, off the path, right up there actually, their enforcement of the Trespass Property Act should fail the Oaks test. So I mean that's a case. It was also a women's safe space at night. It was, you know, a warm shelter as it was getting cold. So part of the argument that I'm making is that it was definitely a plus for the community, and that it was de minimis or non-existent infringement on other people's right to use the park. It was a small amount of space, and it gave more than it took away.
Stop being impressed, realize that was stronger. This false economy, we don't believe it any longer. Fuck the NDP, the liberals, and Harper, they all work for the beats of hearts and darker. Voting to change anything and be illegal. The whole tree is equal, chopping from the root. Power to the people, all power to the people. If voting change anything, it will be illegal. Those in power have always been deceitful. We're done with voting for a lesser evil. Democracy means war, surveillance, prisons, police, borders, capitalism. Every vote is a vote for the system. Act directly, make your own decisions. Oh, yeah. Where the fuck is Darius?